the Secret Menu Podcast with your hosts, Diego Red and Money Boss. Brought to you by Rebel TV, the Rebel entity. Live from the West Side and worldwide. Real ones know what's up, and if you don't, you get the point. Tap in. It's the Secret Menu Podcast.
This is fresh.
The Secret Menu Podcast.
This is fresh.
Money Boss.
What's happening?
What it is, man. What it is. Just like that, we back. Secret Menu Podcast on a Thursday. My Facebook look crazy on my phone. Oh, that's why on my phone. I'm playing catch up. Let me do something. I see y'all pulling up though. Lee Baby's in the house. Kimmy Kim's in the house. Kimberly Williams is in the house. Shout out to everybody pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to readjust my Kimberly Williams. Yeah, there I go. Got shit all on the screen. You know what I mean? Middle of the week, we back, man. Just like that, boss. How was your weekend? How was your week? Let's just do, how has your week been up till now? You can go week, but how was your weekend and week up till now?
Well, I've had a decent week. But today. And today ain't been bad. I just ain't did nothing. You know what I mean? I didn't get out the house. I didn't move around. I was supposed to go do some shit, get my car ready for Easter. I didn't do shit. Absolutely nada. I just kicked my feet up today, hit my motherfucking couch and reclined them legs and was like, fuck doing anything.
No sports, none of that shit on it.
No, nothing today.
That's crazy.
So it was okay. It was okay. Wasn't no bad thing.
No news is good news.
Yeah.
You feel me? No news is good news. Shout out to everybody tapping in on the YouTube, everybody tapping in on the Facebook, man. Just like that, we back. You feel me? Secret Menu Podcast on a Thursday. You feel me? No news is good news. Kim says sometimes it's good to do nothing. It's definitely good to just do nothing. What are you doing? What are you doing for Easter?
Easter?
Yeah,
I don't celebrate nothing. I'm just gonna take my car out and ride around in the city. You know, hit the parks.
Is there anywhere motherfuckers saying they supposed to be?
It's Kearney Park. Supposed to be a lot of folks at Kearney Park.
Kearney Park, okay.
A lot of people at Roden Park. Few people gonna be at Clinton Brawley. So I'm just gonna, you know,
Roden Park.
I'm gonna paint the town. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the colors and paint the town.
You in the colors?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna let them see the colors for the Easter. So
my boy Glenn Mack. My boy Glenn Mack is in the house. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
But without further ado, we in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Secret Menu Podcast on a Thursday. Diego Red is in the building.
Money Boss is definitely in his own humble abode. And your mama mad. Your mama is fucking mad. Your mama called and said she was pulling up. I said, hold on, wait a minute. I really don't feel like being bothered. I want to chill in. What you mean? You must got another bitch over there. I said, damn, chill out. I can't just be chilling by myself. Nah, because I talked to my sister, and my sister told me that you told her that we was all getting back together again. I'm like, I ain't said no shit like that. Like, what are you talking about?
Bringing the family together for Easter.
I wasn't thinking nothing about that. But she was mad about that. But the auntie that ran and told the mama, your auntie that ran and told your mama that, you know, she trying to get back in on the circle pot, and the mama ain't feeling it, so she mad at me. I ain't did nothing. Because I said I didn't want to be bothered. Now she mad. Your mama mad right now, but your auntie cool. I ain't heard from your cousin, but it is what it is.
Well,
it is what it is.
You better do Easter egg hunting that ass.
Stuff some eggs in that ass, huh?
Easter great. I ain't eating no meat. I ain't ate no meat, so this is gonna be kind of crazy. I gotta have a all side Easter dinner: cabbage, yams, mac and cheese. Yeah. So I gotta do all sides. I got no meat this Easter. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
it's a good thing.
I've been feeling good. You know what I'm saying, for the most part, except for when I fuck around and drink.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, let's get into it though. Secret Menu Podcast on a Thursday. I've been seeing these, boss, and I've been trying my best to avoid them because everybody has their opinion. So some of them, I see them, and I'm like, I changed this, I changed that. But this one right here might be the closest to perfection for some. Now, my mama, she probably wouldn't have a couple of these niggas on her Mount Rushmore. But let's take a look, man. This is the male R&B Mount Rushmore. Chris Brown look crazy. Michael Jackson, Usher, R. Kelly, they look good. Chris Brown looked like the other little light-skinned nigga that just had the boxing match. What's the little nigga that sing, I will give you the world, baby girl. You ain't gotta be perfect. That's who Chris Brown look like. But that's Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Usher, R. Kelly. How you feeling about this right here? Is that a pretty decent Mount Rushmore for male R&B? I'm not hearing you. Where you go? Your shit did the shit again. Yeah, I lost the sound. In the comments, how y'all feeling about this Mount Rushmore? If you trade anybody out, let us know. I hear you now. Andrea Albaran is in the house. All right.
It was just me. Okay. Oh, shit. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, I hear you. All right. This Mount Rushmore. You like it? Who would you change? Who would you take out? Who would you put in? Or would you leave it?
Chris Brown got to come out for me. He too young right now. He too young. And why I say that is because it's some older
nigga,
people.
35?
Yeah, he too young to be on that right now for me.
Interesting.
You know, I'm saying.
Who would you replace Chris Brown with? Joy Ellis and Pooh Bear in the house. Ooh, that's a good one. That's fire. Say it again, because I hit the. Okay, yeah. Say it again.
Prince.
The Purple King. Prince.
Prince will have to be on there.
Prince, Michael Jackson, Usher, R. Kelly. Would you leave Usher, R. Kelly?
And I'm gonna say this because Usher is in that realm right now, maybe, but I think Chris Brown will boot him off. Chris Brown down the line is boot Usher off of there. They're both not going to make my Mount Rushmore at all.
They wouldn't make him. See, the thing for me, Usher has Confessions. He got a couple other fire-ass albums. That's one of the greatest R&B albums ever for me.
Right.
So I hold that motherfucker to my heart dearly. A nigga put up some rap group shit today, and Dog Food by the Dog Pound is like my favorite group rap album, right? Them niggas don't got no more albums though. Usher has Confessions. He got the one before that was pretty motherfucking good too. You know what I'm saying? Joy said they chiseled Michael's nose. Let me see. That's how Mike nose looked when he got to that point. That nose about right. Mike, Usher, and R. Kelly look good. Whoever did this, they look good. Some of these motherfuckers be looking crazy. I like that. I like that though. Even though Chris Brown doesn't have that album for me. So now, boss, I might gotta reconsider some shit because Chris don't have that album for me. He just don't have an album where I'm top to bottom the whole album. He just does pop and Euro shit too goddamn much. You know what I'm saying? But he always get 5 or 6 bangers. No.
Like I said, I really look at that, and then I gotta go because I'm not saying like I'm an old dude, but I'm like, if I go back,
it's some niggas. I could take Chris Brown off and put Marvin Gaye. I could take Chris Brown off. Keith Sweat. I could take Chris Brown off and Luther Vandross. You know what I'm saying? Gerald Levert.
Come on.
It's some niggas I could replace Chris with right now just because Chris don't have an album. But Chris is like, he's that nigga. He's the biggest. He's really the biggest nigga in R&B now because of his size of his tours and his record sales and shit. But he just don't have that album for me. He doesn't have a Billie Jean, not a Billie Jean, a Thriller. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate Factory, a TP2.com, a 12 play. R. Kelly got 3 of them motherfuckers. That nigga got 3 albums that's like, you know what I mean? Usher has a Confessions.
R. Kelly's a monster. He's a monster. And fucking even not Charlie Wilson, but the Isleys.
Yeah.
Ron.
Groups, you could put some groups in that motherfucker R&B.
You gotta kind of, find out where's that. But like I say, that Mount Rushmore is pretty dope for the wide
some changes made.
for the younger generation and older generation, because Mike would be considered the older generation.
Mm-hmm.
Art Kelly would be considered. Yes. Art Kelly would be considered my era.
Glenn says Mike was pop. Mike became pop, and pop is really just popular music, is what it means. Chris Brown is now literally doing what is pop music. Mike really didn't do Beat It was kind of like some pop shit because. If you ever really listen to Beat It, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It was a smash, though. He finna whoop a nigga ass on the song. But you know what I'm saying? He had the gangbangers in there.
He was a gangbanger.
I know. I'm just saying. That was some other shit.
That's what that shit was about.
If you really look at
it was about that shit.
It was a smash hit about going to whoop a nigga ass.
It was about gangbanging shit, but it was for the masses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Beat It was about.
Yeah, man. So, Mike Larry said Chris is cold. Chris is cold, Mike. He just don't have that solid R&B album that I can put on. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have a Thriller for me. He doesn't have a Confessions. He doesn't have a 12 play for me, album-wise. You know what I'm saying? But that's the beauty of it. Everybody can make their own list. Everybody can make their own list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely can.
I could have put Jacquees on there. I'm just playing.
Yeah, we'd have punched you out.
I'm just playing, man.
They would have punched you out about that one.
Jacquees got one of them ones that Chris don't got though. Album wise,
I'm not fronting.
He got a top to bottom to me that this nigga don't have. Like Chris got the ones. You know what I'm saying? You got to get up in the middle of fucking him. Alexa, skip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta skip some shit. Like the Usher shit, that R. Kelly shit, you can fuck all through that. Even the songs that you ain't supposed to be fucking to. You know what I'm saying? You be in that motherfucker.
Crazy.
Beep, beep. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, some of that shit, it just sounds so worldly. Like it's supposed to be in. Can't fuck to this. Let me cut this shit off. But let's do it, man. I said it was happening, and I was seeing it, and I kept saying, "Have you seen it? Have you seen it?" Man, these bitches then went to space. Katy motherfucking Perry, Gayle King, which is Oprah's best friend. They went to space, boss, for a very short fucking time. I don't even understand the mission of what it was, but they suited up. They went to space. Katy Perry's gonna give us a tour inside of the capsule first, and then we're gonna watch them as they board. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna show you the capsule that we have been training in for the last few days. Here I am. Seat number 2. This is my call name, Feather. Here on the New Shepherd. I think I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna sing a little bit. I gotta sing in space. And these are all of my astronaut girly friends. We are the Taken Up Space crew. And of course, that saying has had a different meaning to it, but I think it's now the first time ever that it's a double entendre. I do believe this. I'm not going to say I can't believe I'm here. I do believe this because I think that believing your dreams and
here they come.
Here we go.
Loading into the capsule.
And the significance here of the bell, and I should note before I have you that each crew names themselves. They have named themselves the 6 taking up space as each one is ringing a bell. And the significance of that is what, Ariane?
This is one of our traditions. All astronauts throughout history in various programs have had their traditions. For us, we always want our astronauts to ring them. And here
All women crew.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who these niggas was. I know that's Jeff Bezos at the end. And another dude. Maybe he was coming to make sure they was all buckled in or whatever. I don't know. I think these motherfuckers is trying to figure out how to leave us. Here. A lot of people selling their music catalogs. A lot of motherfuckers selling their properties and homes. They all hanging out with these motherfuckers who have been researching life on the moon, life on Mars, life in these other places. And now just some regular, we've seen space adventures. This is kind of our first time just seeing some regular motherfuckers saying, I'm going. Katy Perry's going to space. The bitch who lived in Oprah's backyard for all this time is going to space. It's like a marketing thing said, hey, you motherfuckers ready? It's going to cost more money than all of us got. What do you think about this whole shit as far as what you've seen as the, from just the concept of them going, and then we're going to look at the landing and shit in a sec. The concept of these people going, are they marketing something? Are they selling something? What do you think of this whole space shit? Are they trying to leave the poor motherfuckers here? What do you think of this, boss?
They selling the people some more motherfucking lies. That's it. They ain't doing a motherfucking thing. They ain't going no motherfucking where. They just selling people some lies and seeing who's gonna buy it. That's it. That's what they good at. They good at selling lies. If they can sell a lie, who gonna buy it? It ain't the lie that's told. It's the lie that's sold. Who's buying the lie? That's it. That's all they do. They're trying to get people mind off of other shit to make other people look over here. Oh, they went to the moon. Hurry up, y'all. Finish that shit. These people ain't gonna be too much in tuned into this shit over here.
Ran off with some shit over here.
Right. That's what the shit is, bro. Motherfuckers
I don't know though. I
motherfuckers.
kind of hate when people say that because you can watch everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not into sports, the Super Bowl does not distract you from the shit that you're into, which is better eating health videos and all this shit. Or if you're super into politics, regulations, new laws and shit being passed, the halftime performance doesn't distract you from that because you're a nigga who wake up every day and you're on that already. I think the niggas who miss shit like that underneath their nose just aren't into that kind of shit already. I don't think you have to trick niggas into not seeing some shit because niggas ain't looking for it no way. Niggas are only looking for the trends and what's going on.
No, it's not that they're not looking for it. It's they have to put it out to the people, but we ain't gonna put it out openly this way. We're gonna put it out, but we're gonna put it out when we got something massive going on as well. Because you have to inform the people as well. You know what I mean? They have to inform the people of what's going on. Mm-hmm. But if we got your attention over here, we do this over here, which we say it was on the news. Y'all just didn't watch it because y'all was too busy paying attention to the motherfucking rocket going in the sky.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
But we both know some niggas right now that we could mention this to, and them niggas don't have a clue about who Gail is, who Katy Perry is, or this space shit that happened. Niggas don't even know this. It's some niggas who have no idea this happened. So they didn't need to hide this from anybody. Like, you know, or hide.
No, I'm not saying hide this.
I'm just saying the other shit. If niggas ain't even paying attention to this, they're not even paying attention to the shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's some niggas who just don't give a fuck about anything except weed, some bitches, and some weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of our people just...
I can go with that too.
Like, how many people are, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they secretly change some laws and nobody even went, most of these niggas ain't even finna go vote for the shit. So it's like, oh, they distracted y'all from this because they finna pass this. It's right here, but niggas ain't into law changing or laws or so.
Period.
Even if they knew, they wouldn't have went and did nothing about it. I don't know, but
no, I feel you on that.
I see a lot of people saying their ass didn't go nowhere. Do you believe they broke the atmosphere? You think they was right here in the, what do you call it, the capsule?
Yeah, the firmament. But okay. you gotta take it. Make this make sense to me. This is all I do. I try to look at it as I don't want to be biased about something first. I want to give it my full, undivided, open-mindedly attention for it, right? So I do that. And then I say, man, maybe okay. And then I have to go into my motherfucking realistic brain and say, there was a motherfucker stuck up there, two motherfuckers stuck up there for almost a year. And these motherfuckers can go up here for 11 minutes. 11 fucking minutes? You can go up and back in 11 minutes.
Well, they didn't go deep into space. I mean, in defense of that, they just broke the atmosphere and came down. Those people were way the fuck somewhere working on a satellite. They were in space.
Nah. Just cause
so if they got stuck, everybody that ever got to get stuck. That don't make sense, Bob.
I didn't say that. I said, how can somebody be stuck up there?
I'm just saying,
just
because Joe drives to Phoenix.
You can send somebody up there.
But I'm saying, Joe drives to Phoenix. Joe has a breakdown on the side of the road. I drive to Phoenix. I don't catch a flat tire.
Right. But Joe can call somebody to come help him get him off the side of the road.
In space.
I'm not saying that. But we're supposed to be understanding. We're supposed to know that they're there and they're stuck. So we got a rocket to send some 6 motherfuckers up there for 11 minutes to come down, but we ain't got a rocket to send a motherfucker up there to come bring them back. Come on, it don't
going up, connecting, opening, and transferring that's a whole different. Up and down is one thing. The transferring of people and shit is different, bro. I'm just saying, hypothetically, based on what's going on. I'm just saying, driving a car is different from putting together a fucking engine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's no different of driving a car that breaks down and hooking the chain to that motherfucker and pulling it off the road.
You said they should have just towed it out of space.
Get that
all right.
You send another motherfucking newscaster up there to go take the news.
But I'm just saying, if it's just floating in space and you drag it into the atmosphere, you know that motherfucker gonna drop like a brick as soon as it hit the regular atmosphere.
I don't know what it's gonna do because I ain't never seen it. So I don't know what the fuck it's gonna do.
Okay, I'm just trying to break it down for any understanding of technically how it goes. If this is an actual real thing and it's stuck here floating, you can drag it. But the minute you hit the atmosphere with no thrusters or whatever the fuck is broken, motherfucker's gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The doors are sealed. The doors have to be sealed and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not simple as just pulling up on the side and opening the door. You know, pressure can crush that motherfucker like an aluminum can. Like the submarine. The submarine at the bottom of the shit, it imploded, exploded. I don't know. Some people say that's real, fake, whatever. Pressures and weights and all this shit comes into factor. You know what I'm saying? They went up, they came down. A lot of people were not impressed by it at all. But let's take a look at the landing of this shit. Look, first let's take a look at Oprah watching her best friend.
Critical milestone of this whole ascent. Oprah watching her best friend go to space. Critical milestone of this whole ascent. Oprah.
Deploy from the crew capsule. Those are like the guide parachutes. There go the drogue parachutes.
Just free falling right there until those drogues came out.
And then next will be the main parachutes that get pulled out.
Hear that screaming inside the capsule?
And all 3 pair air cushion that will kick up the dust. It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
Touchdown. Congratulations and welcome back to Earth.
Parachutes deploy.
I just have to have a moment with the ground. Let me just appreciate the ground for just a second. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God. That was amazing. Yeah. That was amazing.
I'm so proud. So proud.
DK Holloway said Jose and his boys would have towed that motherfucker back in 30 minutes.
Come on, man. I'm just saying. Motherfucker, boy, I'm just saying that shit.
Karen says Oprah ain't stupid because she didn't go.
Come on.
I'm just saying, when I was in the 3rd grade, we saw one of these motherfuckers go up and explode. And everybody died. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Because I know a lot of y'all don't believe none of this shit ever happens. A lot of y'all believe everything we're seeing is just, you know what I'm saying, some shit it's TV. Why they playing with us? I don't know. But this is an ongoing charade to some of y'all. Some of y'all don't believe space even exists. That's what I'm saying. It's not. So you got to think of all these motherfuckers who don't even care or believe. They ain't even give a fuck about this to watch this shit for them to hide anything else. That's all I be saying. Because most niggas don't give a fuck or don't believe in aliens, don't believe in space. I believe more niggas believe in ghosts than they believe in aliens or space or Loch Ness Monster or some shit. You know what I'm saying? DK said they kissing that dirt full of animal piss. I mean, I don't know. I believe, I personally believe they found some shit in another place and they're easing our minds into why they're about to go pillage and rob and kill another race, like they did the Indians for America, like they do Middle Easterners for oil. I believe they found some shit on one of these planets. Probably one that we don't, that's not even on our chart, because we have Pluto, Venus, Mars, Saturn in it. We have this chart with these, I believe there's a rock or some shit they found somewhere with some gold or some diamonds or some precious metal, and they hide it in the messages, because if you watch Black Panther, the whole shit is not even really about this superhero nigga that everybody thinks it. It's about the rock that's in their planet, their number one resource, uranium or whatever the fuck that shit is called.
Right.
That's what the shit is about. The whole movie is really about motherfuckers wanting to pillage them for that rock, that precious metal, that stone. And I think, in my belief, I believe that's what they did. They found some shit, so they're gonna ease everybody's mind into, oh, you can go, it's fine, it's nice, and we're gonna steal a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Eric Gates says, when you look at this 20 years, it's going to look like George Clinton landing the mothership at Radcliffe Stadium. Close says, did they at least see E.T.? DK says they came out yesterday and said there are signs of life. I mean, I see so many different things. I've heard they found a diamond planet. I've heard they found signals from some other shit over here. I don't know. Boss always says, look for the, you know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, what do these motherfuckers do? They steal. They steal. What could be the reason y'all keep trying to make us believe aliens?
Other shit.
Because you don't say, oh, there's other life. They never present it like there's other life and we should figure out what it is, get to know them, talk. It's always presented as a threat. You know what I'm saying? We have a whole military. We have a whole space force. We have a whole section. The Navy, the Army, the Marines. We have a space force now that's designed to combat shit in space, and there's nothing there technically. I just believe it's motherfucker gonna sell us a dream that there's an enemy there. We gotta wipe it out, and then miraculously there'll be some land, or there'll be some. Because what if they find a planet that's inhabitable, meaning we can breathe the air? We can drink the water here with a few changes of chemicals, but something else is living there. That something else ain't gonna just let us come. Hey, we found y'all shit. We want to come be here. That's like some shit coming from out of the sky saying, hey, this is Earth. We finna come here and be with y'all too. No, we gotta test y'all. We gotta run it. It would work like that the same way, I think. I just think that it's more to this whole shit. And I think rich motherfuckers is planning a way to leave all the broke motherfuckers. Boss ain't fucking with it. So you definitely not going if they provide an option for you to leave and go live on the newly developed planet.
I'm cool. Y'all can have that shit. I'm out of the way. Y'all go ahead and live it up and enjoy what y'all found up there. But you ain't finding nothing up there because you're stuck in here.
But I'm just asking you. Let's just hypothetically.
Okay.
We've discovered a planet that's livable.
Mm-hmm.
It's livable.
Right.
One of your cousins, your military folks, he come back and say, bro, it's real. I went on a tour for 2 months. I was there. It's real. It needs some work, but plants will grow. We can breathe on that motherfucker. Are you not fucking with it just because you're comfortable with what you do know? Or you not?
Yeah, I'm not going to the unknown.
The unknown.
I'm not just go into the unknown trying to figure out what the fuck it is and how far this is gonna go and how far. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's up there. I get bit by a fucking ant and die.
A whole different breed of ants.
A whole different breed of ants or something up there.
Eric Gates, shout out my boy. He's up.
I'm not doing
He said,
that.
"Would you go? Would you stay?" I always say I'd go. Boss always says he'd stay. I'd always go. I've lived 40 fucking something years here. Like this, it's not that great. I mean, this shit is cool. I've been to Mexico and Jamaica and shit. I'm a pick. Now that's the only thing, because I'm such a picky eater. I would have to figure out, well, what are we gonna eat? How are we gonna eat once we get there? But if they're like, you can go for 30 days, and this is how your diet would be. They would have this kind of food pack for you. I'd go give it a shot. I mean, I don't know. It's some bucket list. But bucket list shit is go to space. The clock's ticking anyways. Like, what the fuck? You're not missing nothing on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Not. But I don't want to find out that I go run into something that I don't want to run into neither. I'm just cutting my motherfucking time short because I want to come see what the fuck is up here.
Shit come crawling out of cave.
You get your ass mauled by something this big, motherfucker. The mouth on is bigger than the body. Nah,
you ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all go ahead and have that.
You ain't fucking with it.
Go ahead. Wish you best of luck.
Yeah, but you know the people on other continents thought the same way when other people left and shit on ships.
Yeah.
I'm not. What the fuck is out? It was just the ocean. And now, 200, 400, 600 years later, water just looks like, oh, it's just the ocean. You go across it and then there's another place where people are on that motherfucker too. In 100 years, space might just look like a trip across the fucking ocean. I don't know.
Yeah, but you got to think about that too. Across that ocean where you came from, you don't got them fucking animals that you got that's over there. You know what I'm saying? You got fucking bugs and shit that you're not gonna have over here at all. That don't make it this far.
Well, we had to figure that out with the ocean. The first people ever got in the ocean didn't know it was sharks in that motherfucker.
Hey,
they didn't know it was sharks. And they like, okay, loon with the teeth.
Motherfuckers got 8 to find out.
First one got 8. They like, okay, we gotta watch out. When you see that fin on the top of the water, you gotta watch out for that. Then a whale came and ate their ass and the whole shit.
That's my point.
Somebody gotta go learn. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mike Larry with the 200 stars.
Somebody gotta
learn.
go. Huh?
Kiana Allen is in the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody gotta learn. We'll keep y'all updated
it won't
with
be
this
me.
shit. He said it won't be. I'd go. If they was paying, I'm out of here. I don't know if I'd spend my money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if
I'm just saying, that whole thing didn't even seem real. Like, that shit just seemed so fake.
I mean, but what doesn't seem fake in 2025? What's the last thing that has happened that niggas didn't say was fake? Like everything, every shooting, Trump shooting, getting shot wasn't fake. The school shooting ain't fake, them actors. Like, what's the last real thing that happened? The last real thing that happened was probably 9/11, and it still wasn't.
And shit like that.
I mean, shit, motherfuckers might not even believe that in some places.
Shit.
Like nothing that happens now is real. Everything that happens, there's a conspiracy, or it's fake, or these are actors. These are, you know what I'm saying? Like everything. So we're in.
But you gotta put that in play when they didn't lie to you from the beginning.
Understood.
They've been there.
But nothing real
when
happens.
They told you from the gate, we've been to space, and then come back, and the motherfucker they sent to space said, I ain't never been out of space. I ain't never been in space. You gotta now look at them and say,
right, but I'm saying our people make everything felonious. Everything. Every school shooting, everything is fake. And here's the crazy shit. Because the shooting in Fresno that happened, the guy when he killed the mailman, I knew, bruh. Remember when he killed
him? I know him.
Okay,
I know him.
So as I'm on all the shit, watching this shit go viral. When you're watching all the shit, everybody thinks it's fake. People are trying to say he's an actor from this shit over here. And I'm like, this is crazy because I'm from Fresno. I know this nigga and know this nigga's fake. I got messages with this nigga in my shit. This nigga sending songs, everything. I know this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
No, he was on one though.
He was on one. But what I'm saying is motherfuckers who didn't live in Fresno in the comments on YouTube and on Instagram said that shit was fake. They didn't believe it either. This is some fake shit, another staged whatever. And I'm like, that's crazy because we looking at shit in Arkansas like another staged whatever. But now y'all talking about this shit and it's people in Fresno saying, no, this is real. We know this guy. But that's we just fucked up to where it's fucked up that we can't believe our government no more. Everything that happens is fake to us. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to believe them when they lied. And then We believed them for so long, though. That's the problem. We believed until the facts then came out and was like, nah, that ain't really happening. So when you get a motherfucker to come bring you the facts and the motherfucker say, I was the motherfucker that went into space, I never been to space. Now you gotta question the shit. Now you gotta question all of it. You know what I mean? You have to question it. You have to see for all of it. Like I say, I had to take this whole space shit that they went into space, and I had to be unbiased because I'm biased already. So I had to look at it as unbiasedness. Like I had to look at it in the space where, okay, let's look at it pure. Okay, damn, they're going up in space. All right, cool. All right. Then you start looking at this shit when they showing like this shit don't even look real.
But I'm saying, what would real look like if niggas never gone? See, that's what be fucking me up. Like, okay, nigga, like that shit look fake. Okay, nigga, when have you seen a real one do it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm saying, what the fuck would a real spaceship going into space look like? That's what I'm saying.
I would. This is what I'm saying. I wouldn't know, but it looks like the rest of this shit, and the rest of this shit don't look real because we knew it wasn't real.
I think.
So
I think our movies. I think our movies are so good that reality look fake. I think our movies are so good that shit in reality looks fake because our movies tell us our minds what this shit is supposed to look like. I think if there ever is alien and we finally see a real alien, a nigga gonna get killed because he gonna walk. Yeah, a nigga gonna walk right up to that motherfucker. What the fuck is this? Because it don't look like the alien from the movie, and he gonna get his ass zapped the fuck into 1,000 pieces. Because we don't know what the fuck an actual alien looks like. You know what I'm saying?
We don't.
A nigga gonna say that ain't no alien. How do you know?
But even with this, like I said, I had to take it. But then when they landed and they opened the door, so how do you open that door and it's supposed to be airtight from the outside? They opened it from the inside and then tried to close it like we didn't see that.
Wait, on where?
Yes.
Wait, what part are you talking about? I'm not understanding what you're talking about.
The girls, them, when they went up in space and hit the ground, they was waiting to open the door, right? The door opened from the inside, and they made them close it, and then Jeff Bezos went up there with some tools.
That was on the clip I just played? On another clip?
On another clip.
Okay, I'm just saying, because I didn't see that on none of this shit I see. I seen one on the inside as they was dropping, they screaming and shit. I saw that and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm gonna send it to you. Where they didn't open the motherfucker from the inside, and the lady ran up the stairs and I guess told them to close it. They closed it, and then Jeff Bezos walked up there and put a motherfucking thing on there and damn near fell in because the door was already open.
I gotta see that. Ease Up got a question for us. He says, do you believe in dinosaurs?
Yes.
So you believe there was dinosaurs. So when they find these fossilized bones, you believe that was something that really was here?
Yeah. Because there were 8-foot men, 10-foot men, 12-foot men. That's proven. These are proven facts. Yeah, I believe that. You got them walking around here now.
Ease Up, I kind of believe in them. I believe that our architects kind of get the shit wrong. I think they guess. I think they look at the structure, they find
12, and make what they want to make out of it.
They find 12 bones and they're like, well, shit, if we had one here, his neck would have went this way. I think they got a lot of them wrong, though. But I do believe
that they was 50 foot tall. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I believe there was some other animals, other animals that were here that we don't see right now because of extinction, how it works. Right. But we got the offspring of them. That's just like, shit, there's not. Do you think there's only one 9-foot human in the world? No, it was probably more than that. We just now seeing them and thinking, whoa, fuck, this nigga that. We think 7'7" is calling this a motherfucker over in China 9'9".
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I believe in dinosaurs. I don't believe in the accuracy of what all of them look like, but yeah.
Yeah.
I like Jurassic Park and shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, boss. We talked about this young lady. For those of you who don't know, Boots on the Ground is bigger than motherfucking Not Like Us right now. And they have these events where people, you know, they gather in their cowboy boots. They turn up. They have these trail ride events that is crazy as fuck, but everybody's getting shot and beat the fuck up at those niggas fucking everything up. But this shit is really starting to, you know, grow past the regions it's been in for the last 20 years. This shit is starting to expand outside of that, and it's getting big. A video goes viral. There's a young lady and, well, a couple young ladies dancing, but one of them, everybody's watching her and they believe that she's a white girl. And she's going viral dancing to, what's that song?
Dangerous and Twisters.
Mashup.
Yeah, it's a mush song with Twisters and Wetter and a guy Walls. This song called Dangerous.
She go viral. She says she had about 1,100 followers. The DJ at the event she was at, he filmed it and posted it. He got 50,000 some people and shit. It spread like wildfire. Everybody's the white girl, the white girl, the white girl, the white girl, the white girl. It goes viral. People want to learn this dance now. She didn't invent the dance, but she goes viral. People see her doing the dance. She's being booked now, boss, all over the goddamn country. This is her, Janelle. They call her J Baby. She called herself J something else. She got like 3 names with J. She's on flyers and shit like this. This is a few of the flyers. Boots and Dukes. Where this motherfucker at? Can you see a city on here? April 26th. Elks Lodge. Elks Lodge. Is that somewhere? The city little. Let me see if I can get this. This one was where? This is Macon, Georgia right here.
That's Macon, Georgia, yeah.
This one right here is, this is her tour. So here's her, this is her motherfucking tour.
Georgia,
Davenport,
Indiana.
Iowa. I saw the Iowa video. Iowa was lit.
Is that Iowa or Indiana?
Iowa. Indiana's not a state.
Okay.
Is it? No, Indiana is in
Indiana.
No, Indiana is a state.
Indiana.
I think IA is Iowa though. Rockingham, North Carolina, Terry, Mississippi, East Moline, Illinois, Port St. Lucie, and Dothan. These some little hole in the wall cities. But she booked. She doing her shit. And it's some motherfuckers enraged. They mad because they say she's appropriating, she's colonizing. Let's take a listen to one of these motherfuckers.
My girl has been at the trail rides dancing to the remix of Morgan Wallen, and Wetter is trying to charge $6,000 for her to come to a trail ride and do a dance that she didn't even fucking make. And this is why a lot of people get mad when y'all sit up here and y'all jump like fucking jackrabbits every time white people do some bare minimum ass shit that black people do every fucking day. Because the owner of that fucking dance is alive, well, young, and still doing the motherfucking dance as we speak. And do y'all know that the owner of the trail ride, that was his second option? His second option was the owner of the fucking dance. His first option was the fucking colonizer. This is exactly why we had Charli D'Amelio. This bitch had a whole fucking Hulu series because she got famous off of a dance that a black person made and didn't even give them credit until like a fucking year after. Same thing with the white girl that was going viral because she was singing the Lil Baby song, the most mainstream Lil Baby song that everybody motherfucking know. She was singing the song, somebody videoed her, and then she went stupid viral, and motherfuckers was trying to give her $1 million out their back pocket. Like, y'all was literally trying to give her y'all 401k because y'all seen a white woman singing the Lil Baby song. Like, that shit is fucking weird. And y'all wonder why cosplaying is so bad. Y'all wonder why cultural appropriation is so bad. It's because black people keep supporting the fucking bare minimum.
I'm white. My dad is black. My mom is white. I'm mixed. But everybody just think I'm this white girl that trying to, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I ain't
like
mad at her. Just standing on the
I
stage,
like her. Do
dancing
your
by your
shit,
goddamn
little
self
motherfucker.
is crazy. It's
Do your
$6,000 to stand on the stage. Just dance by my
Do
motherfucking
your
self.
shit.
Yeah,
Shit.
she doing
She
her
ain't
goddamn
no,
shit.
she ain't no different than you motherfucking Instagram models that's just gonna walk through the motherfucking club and do nothing when a nigga pay you to come through this motherfucker.
Right.
She ain't
What's
no fucking different.
what's the other white girl name? Hot 2 girl.
Hot 2.
She was getting her
She ain't
coins.
did shit. She was getting 12,000. Motherfucker don't do nothing but walk in the club. She in the club. At least this motherfucker is doing a dance.
Is this a issue of the complexion for the connection? Because what a lot of people are saying is many black girls, darker black, because she is, for daddy's black, she's black. But a lot of darker women have been doing this shit for the last, but you even was like, that shit ain't new, bro. That shit old. All of a sudden, she's viral though, and they're saying it's the complexion. Is it colorism amongst viralism? Do you gotta be right and damn near white to win?
Not necessarily, depending on what it is that you're doing. Because the black girl can go viral when she doing some fucking ratchet dumb shit. She'll go viral for real. She out there fighting and scrapping and doing it. She'll go viral. She'll go viral. It's when they feel like a white person is doing something in a black realm. Like, it's black shit. It's black shit. And they look good doing it, people tend to go look at it.
Because
not only look at it.
Here's the thing. Everybody's like, she's black though. She's black. She is black. She half black. She mixed. She black. She black. However, there was a lot of motherfuckers who initially was like, the white girl, the white girl, the white. And I think believing she was white kind of
made people go look. Yeah.
Kind of helped initially.
More people go look. Yeah.
Why the fuck is
That's
that?
what I feel. Because they want to see, this is why. And it's just us. It's only us. Or I'm not going to say just us. It's negative motherfuckers. This is why. Let me explain it. When people see somebody doing something, and it's culturally, it's a culture thing. So this is a black thing. And we see a white person doing it, right? Or a Mexican doing it. Or Asian doing it. But doing some black shit that we know this is black shit. Two things we want to do. We want to either say, okay, that motherfucker got that shit. Or this dumb motherfucker over here doing this shit, thinking this shit cool, this thing. That's it, bro. That's the only reason. It's like a prime example. When the black boy with the boots on, the black boy that was doing that country song, that country dance, he went viral. He was black doing something white. See, he was viral.
It's a black dude doing the Mexican shit that go viral too. He be, you know what I'm
saying? What his name?
El Negro. We're just gonna call him El Negro today.
Uno Negro or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what it be. It be people seeing it from a different culture, either giving you props for it or tearing you down for it. And that's all it is. Because it's not a lot of them doing it. Those that trying to do it, either one or two things, look like a goddamn fool or that motherfucker got it down pat. That's it. That's all it's on both sides of the fence. Because when the nigga was doing this shit, you got so many people in there. He this, he that. You got some of the Mexicans being like, shit, leave him alone, let him do his shit.
Right.
Know what I'm saying?
I know he definitely encountered some hate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And just like the black dude with the boots, what's the song he had? He had his He had his basketball shorts on with the boots on. It was a song back in, but it was a country song.
Kimberly Williams said, just like Jermaine Dupri saying Escape was ugly to everyone else. I wanna speak on that real quick and defend Jermaine Dupri. Everyone was saying that, Kim. I don't know if you don't remember.
They were.
The Notorious Big had a song where he said, I'd fuck RuPaul before I fuck them ugly Escape bitches. Escape.
It was ugly.
Lead singer was a dark woman. If you don't remember music at that time, it wasn't
time.
They had a hard Escape will tell you they had a hard time getting in the door. So it doesn't mean everybody, because they look like some of the girls in the ghetto. They saw themselves. That's how the shit made it. That's how it surpassed the odds, because they looked it like my sister. They looked it like my cousin. But when he's saying everybody thought they was ugly, he's talking about the motherfuckers who got to sign a check, the motherfucker who finna book them for their first few shows, the producers and shit. He want to go ahead and give them a break on the beats. They got to work. You know what I'm saying? They got to work with them. All the shit. Like, they had a hard time getting on. And they had Tiny in the goddamn group. They had one light-skinned girl. They was trying to get her to sing lead on more records than the others. Like, you know what I'm saying? They did definitely go through some shit. It was a rough road. And Jermaine Dupri catching a lot of flack for that because of the way he said it. He said, man, everybody thought they was ugly, so it was so hard. I wasn't feeling the... And even though they had the success, they didn't have the same success as In Vogue, is what he was saying. He was like, nigga, In Vogue, nigga had the women that everybody was falling over for. You know what I'm saying? But... yeah. Just to speak on that real quick, because every time I see that, motherfucker's been killing Jermaine, and he was just saying, like, nigga, it was a tough road to break them. It was even with Biggie saying the line, it was a tough road to break Biggie. Fat, black, lazy eye nigga. It wasn't easy to break Biggie as a rapper when you got LL Cool J, you know what I'm saying, and all this shit before him. It wasn't easy, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else that popped up on the stage, though, is my girl, man, Keisha motherfucking Cole. Keisha Cole going viral, boss, for her outfit that she wore to her latest performance. Let's take a look.
Hey, and I see that it was easy for your to play everything. If that's the case, I should go have my fun, do all the things you say. Yeah. Continue to take this 1, 2, 1. Yeah. As much as you accuse me of cheating, I might as well. Hey, and I see that it was easy for your to play everything. If that's the case, I should go have my fun, do all the things you say.
Keisha Cole, what you think of that outfit? Keisha, damn, is Keisha 40 yet?
What? Yeah, she's 40 something.
Man, Keisha, they be on Keisha ass. And we know you like young niggas. We know you like young niggas, Keisha. You ain't gotta do all the young shit. I don't know. Do you think the outfit was not the best of looks for her? I don't know. Different people see different shit. Was it joke worthy, or do you think it was all right for a short outfit?
She just had it pulled up in her coochie. That's all. This is a regular shorts she had pulled up in her coochie. That's it, man. But see, and this is my thing right here. That right there show you the difference of what we was just talking about with this light-skinned girl, Janelle. She don't got her ass out. And most of them girls in the when they do it, they got the shortest short on. They got their shorts in their ass, and this is not the thing. You know what I'm saying?
She classy.
Like, and
low key.
Motherfuckers is
and some motherfuckers might not like that.
Bingo, bro.
I got 12 videos doing that shit.
Yeah, and your ass is out in all 11.
Your asshole's out in that video. You know that TikTok took yours down.
Right.
TikTok took yours down. You know
right. And again, it's just like I said, it's on every side of the fence, bro. It's on every side of the fence. It's not one side, it's every side. Because we see a white boy doing some nigga shit, we like, We see some Mexicans doing some niggas. I did. Prime example. When I see a Mexican and he say, "What's up, P?" I'm looking at him like, where? Where? Who the fuck you talking to?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's some out there in the world that shooking and jiving. So they say, whatever, you know what I mean? I leave it where it's at. But that's just some of the shit that it is for us. Like, we look at shit and be like, look at this clown shit. And then we look at a motherfucker that's doing it and be like, oh boy, doing this shit. Or they look at us like, oh man, this nigga over here, what the? Man, that nigga clown over there doing that mess.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just the same shit.
The Mexican shit that go viral too.
There we go. Yeah. It can go either way, you know what I'm saying? They say, you know, the Lord is with you. Keep the Lord with you. This guy right here, man, he had on a t-shirt that said something like God first or God is with me or something like that. And he had a very, very close encounter, boss. Let's take a look. Very close call for that nigga.
Was that a gunshot?
It was a bullet stuck in the glass. Yeah, I'll play it back. If you listen, you can hear the gunshots. That's what made him jump. Close encounter, man.
Mm-hmm.
Close motherfucking encounters.
Crazy. Shit happens all the time, bro. Gotta be on your P's and Q's.
I think Netflix is trying to raise their motherfucking prices again. Do I watch anything on that motherfucker? Oh, I'm watching Black Mirror right now. Season 7 Black Mirror has been good. The first 3 episodes was good. 4 was some bullshit. But the first 3 was good. So if you into Black Mirror, if y'all know what that is, each episode is a different like movie. It's some weird shit. But season 7 is good. So I actually am using my Netflix right now. But you used to could give anybody your Netflix passcode anywhere and they could get on your shit. Now they watching you, they put a stop to that. It's limited to like 2 or 3. You can pay extra and get like 3 or whatever. My mama had mine on her shit. Her husband do some shit and he done fucked around. And I gotta reset it because it can tell, like he can't put it back on. I can't give him the shit to put it back on there because I'm here. So when I say, it's gonna say, are you traveling? I have to do it when I'm there because this TV will be off and it will allow me to put it on there or whatever. But long story short, everybody ain't too keen with passing a Netflix password. This young lady gave her boyfriend, her grandma, I believe grandma or mama's Netflix password, and her brother snitched. Who's wronger? The brother for snitching, the mama for tripping, or the girl for giving her boyfriend the Netflix password? Let's take a look.
I need you to tell Paris to tell AJ to take his stuff off our Netflix.
Oh, hell yeah! Ain't no nigga riding free on my motherfucking money. Get that bitch off my shit. Okay, y'all, Devon tell me, that motherfucker gonna go down. I'm gonna report that bitch for fraud.
He can't even afford his own $10. $10 a month Netflix.
You gonna get that nigga out of shit. How you gonna get these niggas?
I can't even watch Netflix.
Why did you give me niggas my shit? Why? Fuck that. Let that bitch have his own shit. I don't care. Fuck that. You don't care? Go live with it. You gonna live with him. You ain't gonna use my money on no nigga. Your ass is thirsty for a man. Go, get the hell out of my way. Thirsty ass nigga.
I need you to tell Perry.
Who? In order, Money Boss. 1, 2, and 3. Who is wrong in the hierarchy of wrong shit? The brother for snitching, the mama for tripping, the sister for letting her boyfriend have the password. In the hierarchy of wrong shit here, 3 being the least wrongest person, 1 being the most wrongest motherfucker. Who's the wrongest?
Well, first, the very first wrong person is the brother. You a tattletale, nigga.
Right.
Your mama told you don't never tell on nobody. You snitching, my nigga. You a cold snitch. So if I was the sister, I would watch out for him because this nigga is gonna tell on you. You did something crazy, he gonna tell on your brother. And they say it's always your family. The first ones to get you in trouble. He gonna tell on. So stay away from his mom.
You putting brother as the high on the
number
hierarchy.
One. Hierarchy.
Number one. The
number
brother.
one is the brother.
You motherfucker. You.
Number one of one is the brother. This nigga snitch.
The number 2 dead wrong motherfucker in this situation
is the sister.
Okay.
But you shouldn't be passing out shit unless you was over there and forgot and left it on there. I can understand. But if you just pass it out to the nigga, use our shit. Nah, don't do no shit like that because your mama might need to use it. Anything could have been going on. And you motherfucker, you got this nigga over here using it. He might pass it out to everybody.
So that put mom at the lowest tier. She had every right to trip. Okay.
Yes. Goddamn right.
She had every right to trip.
She did. But she went a little far with the way she was talking to her daughter. I mean, everybody raised their kids how they want to.
Well, the daughter wasn't really, the daughter didn't give a fuck. She was tripping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but I know the feeling when something you want to watch, you get on there, it says you're unable to get on, you know? You have reached your limit of like, if 2 motherfuckers is on your account though. So I know what the brother was doing. He was trying to go watch some shit, pop the balloon or some shit that just came out, and they wouldn't let him know that nigga wanted snitched instead of just telling her, hey, tell the nigga.
Telling her, hey, tell your nigga to log out. That's it.
Right.
That's it. And then you can tell he a super snitch because you recording it.
And he could have just been doing it for a viral moment because he know how she get off. So he could have just,
No, these niggas, these young motherfuckers is cooked.
It's crazy.
They is cooked. Everything is video cards, camera. Look at this. Oh, look at me. This shit cooked.
I got one more for you before we get into that Dr. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? I got one more for you. Who's wronger? In this situation, there's a domestic dispute between a man and his woman. I believe the lady calls the police. The man is passive as far as wanting to press any charges or such. The young lady mentions this nigga's criminal history. And from there, it takes a turn. Let's take a look. Who's wronger? It's only 2 contestants. No, I got 3 for this one too. Who's dead motherfucking wrong? Let's go.
I was just going crazy. I got out the car. I see you got scratched in your face. Did that happen in the car? Happened right here. I don't want to do nothing about this.
Taking his testimony real quick.
Yeah. Do y'all see his record?
It's just my backpack.
Like he on probation from all types of stuff.
Yeah, I'm on probation. Matter of fact, if she doing all this, I want to press charges on her simply because of all this. Hold up.
Well, let's figure out if you live over there when we tell her to leave.
Listen, all this. Right here, she did this. He got it on video. All this. I'm tired of this, man.
We'll have all that.
I'm the one.
So what happened with all that?
She attacked me right here.
Yeah. He's abusive. I'm tired of it. I just want to be at peace.
No, he got a video on right here. We're in the office right there. Okay. So she want to go there and get my PO involved and all that. And when you first, what did I say when you first came up? I don't want to do anything about this.
So, they're. This is the way they call it on Kenwood. Yeah. She's teeing off on him. Let me,
Charge dangerous on you. Is this gonna mess up my school stuff? Is this gonna mess up my school stuff? Can I go to school still? We'll grab him. Leave my car now! Leave my car now! Leave my car now! Leave my car now! I need my car now!
Oh, she was going crazy. I got out the car. I see you got scratched in your face. Did that happen in the car?
Who dead motherfucking wronger, boss? The bitch for bringing up the fact this nigga is on probation, or the nigga for saying I don't want to press charges, but then I hear that you tell them about my probation, so bitch, now I want to press charges, or the apartment complex for giving the police the actual footage of the incident. They should have just minded their goddamn business. Who's wronger on the scale? A dead motherfucking wrong, money boss. Break it down.
Well, dead wrong out the bank. She called the police. She was dead wrong.
From the gate.
Police in the first place.
See, I didn't even think about calling the cops.
You called the police, so you dead wrong in the first place. If y'all know y'all be squabbling up and y'all be acting up and act up and get away from each other and then going on about your way. You know what I mean? And come back like y'all normally do. But you dead wrong for that, first of all. She dead wrong for calling the police. Now, you dead wrong for telling him he on probation and trying to get him sent to jail.
Right.
That's what you was trying to do. You was trying to get him sent to jail because you asked him, did y'all look up his record? Did y'all see that he on probation? You was trying to get him to jail. So now all that shit been backfired on you. Now your ass is going to jail. And now your ass is wishing he pays for this goddamn car note that you keep writing.
She was screaming and hollering like she was finna get 20 years in jail. Bitch, she'll be out by Monday for that little ass assault.
And guess what?
My car, no.
And guess what? You gonna be on probation like he on probation now.
Gotcha, bitch.
So all that you did was for nothing, just to join your man on probation.
Now both of y'all on probation. That's crazy as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Now you on probation too, bitch.
Yeah. So you ain't picking up the phone calling the police no more, I bet you that.
Bet you don't no more. Bet you don't no more. It's about that time now, boss. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's motherfucking do it. You having trouble in your life?
I can help you with that.
You need a new wife.
Let me show you how to get one.
It's time now.
Ask Dr. Real.
You having trouble with your man?
Don't even worry about that.
Girl, you need a new plan.
I got one for you too.
It's time
now. Ask Dr. Real.
Time for some Ask Dr. Real, sending you scenarios, stories, situations, whatever it is you got going on in your life to either my inbox, Money Boss's inbox, or the secret menu podcast at gmail.com, and I assure you that you shall
remain anonymous.
Remain anonymous.
And for all you motherfuckers that don't know what anonymous means, that means we will not be telling the people that your black ass is the one that told us this motherfucking scenario.
Let me go find. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is kind of simple and different. Okay. What's up, y'all? Me and my husband are planning a vacation for the summer. It's either going to be a cruise to Hawaii or flights to Jamaica. which is the one I really want. Give us a competitive way to compete and decide a winner. Nothing is off limits. And just out of curiosity, which trip would you take? It's kind of different, boss. Kind of different. It's time to ask Dr. Will. Pretty much, they got two options. They got two options to take a trip. Cruise to Hawaii, which is what the husband wants, or a flight to Jamaica, which is what she wants. She wants a competitive way for them to compete to decide who gets it. Whose trip are they taking? They say nothing is off limits. And then at the end, which trip would you take between Hawaii and Jamaica? So what you coming up with, boss?
Nothing's off limits.
Nothing is off limits. It's about the time y'all in the comments give us some ideas. It's time to ask Dr. Will. A competitive way for a couple to decide between the trip that they each want to take. In the comments, we might need a few ideas. Dr. Real might need a couple of ideas. If y'all got some ideas, we're going to give him a minute. A competitive way. Mike Larry said, see who can hold out the longest without sex. Who can hold out sex. So what is it? April, May, June. So 3 months, whoever. What if it's a standoff? Okay, but that's a pretty good one. Appreciate it, Mike Larry. Who's holding out on sex? If she gives in and says, nigga, I need some dick, we going to Hawaii. He win Hawaii. If he say, fuck this holding out, I need some head, we going to Jamaica. Holding out on sex is one of them.
See who spends the least amount of money within a month.
Ooh, that's fire. That's fire.
See who can hold out without spending money for a month. And the person that spends the least amount of money.
Take their trip. Okay. That's fire.
The winner gets the trip to pick. I would do that.
That's fire, because he's going to win. Yeah, niggas can survive off, unless he's like a super weed head. Weed is kind of cheating on him. Unless he got a super habit like weed or something, niggas can survive on a $5 box. You know what I'm saying? That's a good one. Who can spend the least? Lamisha says, go somewhere you both have never been. What if they both have never been to Hawaii or Jamaica? They kind of stuck in the same thing. I think this might be two places they've neither gone. Marcus Spencer, man, shout out, bro. Marcus Spencer's in the house. He says, play 3 rounds of categories and see who makes the points. Which game is category? Charades is when you act out shit, right?
Yeah, category is, I think it's when you go find, you pick a category.
You spelling?
And no, you take the category, say it's like, I think it's I got a game that's like that. You pick a category and then you gotta, whatever's in the category, you gotta find out, how to pick. So we say the category is cars, but cars that have this certain type of engine. You gotta name these cars that got that certain type of engine.
Okay.
But it can be something in that
categories. Okay, that's a good one.
That kind of.
Mike Larry says, see who can fast the longest. Just starve yourself to death. Who the fuck gotta eat? Who gotta eat first? Lamisha Gutierrez says, who either stays home and be the housewife. Maybe the husband should try to be the housewife for a week and see if he can hang. So they trade places. Who can do the other one's life?
Mm-hmm.
So he'd have to stay home and be the housewife. She'd have to. It depends on the lives they live. But some role switching. That's a good one though. It just depends on the roles. Might be some different roles to some role switching though. The bosses decided spend the least amount of money. So if y'all watching, that's y'all answer from Dr. Real. Spend the least amount of money.
Yeah. Because
30 days.
Yeah, do a 30 days. And everybody.
And that save y'all some money for your trip.
The money. Right. We'll go without spending the person that spends the least wins.
Okay, that was a pretty good one. That was a different style of a Dr.
Dr.
Gorilla.
Gorilla, what
That wasn't bad. That was a different style.
Whatever y'all pick, hope y'all have a great trip.
Right. Shout out to you. Let's do it. Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy Tell Him had some shit going on a lot of people did not know was going on. Everybody's focused on Diddy's and his sexual allegations, and Soldier Boy has a civil sexual assault case pending on him. They go to court and he loses. The judge ruled in the favor of a Jane Doe for $4 million. He doesn't even know who the fuck this person is. Let's take a look at what Soldier Boy had to say as he came out of the courtroom.
Today, I stand before you deeply disappointed in the verdict delivered in my case. I firmly believe that the decision made in court was not based on facts or substantial evidence, but rather on factors that were outside of my control. The truth was overshadowed by the involvement of individuals such as the jury who were not present during the events in question. And I feel that the system allowed external influences to shape the outcome. Furthermore, the use of Jane Doe as the identity of the accusers raises serious concerns about fairness. Keeping these individuals anonymous while I'm forced to face public scrutiny creates an unequal playing field. I believe this entire process has been tainted by a system that is not designed to protect the rights of the accused. I want to make it clear that I'm innocent. This case was never about justice. It was about money and personal gain. And I will not let that stand. I am committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. I will continue to stand by my decision and believe that I did not commit the crimes I'm accused of. Thank you to everyone who has supported me during this time. I promise that I will fight until the end to clear my name and expose the truth. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Would you mind repeating the first three sentences?
Today, I stand before you deeply disappointed in the verdict delivered in my case. I firmly believe that the decision made in court was not based on facts or substantial evidence, but rather on factors that were outside of my control. The truth was overshadowed by the involvement of individuals such as the jury who were not present during the events in question. And I feel like the system allowed external influence to shape the outcome.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I want to make a correction. It said former assistant in the caption. So I believe the Jane Doe is in the documents. That means the rest of the world can't know who this is. So he knows who it is.
No, he couldn't if he's saying Jane Doe. Because he can't call her Jane Doe if he knows exactly who it is.
Because he can be sued if he says it. Puffy has Jane Does in his shit. He fought to have the Jane Doe removed so that they had to put her name out there.
Right. Because I have the right to face my accuser.
Right.
And he just said that they wasn't there. Nobody.
He's saying at all.
He don't know who it was.
So he don't know. Somebody said
he don't know.
If you look at the caption, it says his former assistant.
By a system that is not designed to protect the rights of the
what he's reading is saying,
make it clear
I don't know who this person is.
So now I got to go to Google World.
Yeah. We got to find out because
when reading the case, it's very hard for a motherfucker to have a case against me and me not to know that night, that day, because you have to prove that you were around me at some point. You have to have, so it has to have on the evening of whatever, after the such and such concert, Diego came to the, you know what I'm saying? So there has to be something that leads you to know who the person is.
But what he's reading is basically saying he don't know who the fuck this is. That's how he's reading it. He's reading it that way.
No, I get what he's reading in the document. Puffy has like 8 of those that he's fighting to have removed, Jane Doe's. Yeah, see, even on NBC News, when you go to NBC News, he's found liable for abuse and sexual assault of his ex-assistant. So he know who this is. They want the Jane Doe removed so that her character can be tested as far as her credibility. gonna send you this. This is on the NBC website. Yeah, this is on NBC. Right here.
And he's sitting on TV line. He's sitting right in front of everybody line.
I mean, Soldier Boy kind of does it.
He's sitting right in front of everybody lying.
I get what he's saying though, because legally it's a Jane Doe.
No, nigga, you can't call her Jane Doe when you know exactly who the fuck it is. Jane Doe is somebody you don't know.
I mean, it's you gotta play the legal law games when you're in court. Exactly.
The legal law game. Listen, everybody in the legal law game, when they put Jane Doe, you'll have the name unless they scratch it out, so you don't see who it is.
Yeah, but I think
and you have to know when you go to trial.
Right, but in these sexual assault cases, right, these are the cases where the victims get to use this Jane Doe shit because of the embarrassment of being raped. I want to be married one day. The world looks at me for being raped. Or, you know what I'm saying? This is one of the only...
No, I have the right to face my accuser.
Right, I understand that. I'm just telling you how they get this Jane Doe shit into the thing. The lawyer says, hey, she has a career, she has children. Her kids will have to see that she was raped or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they get the Jane Doe shit in there. And that's why they fight, because if I can get her legal name put in here, 8 niggas might, oh, that bitch was a hood rat. I fucked her at a party. Oh, that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That stops her character from going on trial against his character. You know what I'm saying? That's why they fight for that Jane Doe shit in the thing. Not to say this lady ever did anything to her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anything to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, hypothetically, to other people, it could be somebody who's very promiscuous, very into some shit, and she gets the lawyer to put the Jane Doe shit in there. The public can't weigh opinion. Like, the public can't say, oh, because if we look at it, what's Soldier Boy sexually assaults SZA, right?
Mm-hmm.
We look at that like, oh, SZA ain't never hurt nobody, bother nobody. She dance, shakes, man. Soldier Boy assaults, what's the Jalen nigga baby mama? This is a bag. This is a bag move. Like, you see the difference? Like, the right person, like, because we all might know this lady. You know what I'm saying? The right, yeah, motherfuckers hearing your name might make a motherfucker say, ah, bitch, this bitch. That's crazy, though. Mike Larry said, did he pay him to get it lifted so he can know who his Jane Does are? Right. He has, he won a couple Jane Doe cases.
He has to know who Jane Doe is.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
When a nigga got snitch
have to know who these bitches is.
When a nigga got snitch paperwork on him and it says night of February 25th, it's blacked out, knocked on the door at 9:45, driving. A nigga remember that night. I remember that. I know who that is. The defendant and the whatever and a young lady. I know who came to my door with that white girl that night. The white girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas know who it is. But they character can't be judged because they blocked out in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. So I gotta stand in front of the jury, but she don't.
See, DK just said the white chick that Kobe fucked was a Jane Doe. Anytime it's some sex shit, that's how they get the Jane Doe shit in there. When it involves sex something, that's when the judges allow these Jane Does and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how they allow these Jane Does. Who was she?
The fucking the house cleaner. She wasn't.
Who was her name? What was her name?
I don't fucking know her name.
It was Jane Doe. In that. It was. We saying was her name in public. Can you go on there and see Samantha Allwright accuses Kobe of rape? No, Kobe charged with sexual assault. You got to find that. Was it Samantha Allwright? You can know. At the end of the day, niggas is gonna know who the fuck the person was. But is it in the shit? Is you going through the same public scrutiny I'm going through? Is what I'm asking. Who was the lady that Kobe did it to? That's a good one to look up. Let's find it. Cause on the shit I just sent you. See what I'm saying? Emotional damages. It just says, you know what I'm saying? That see, former assistant, but there's no mention of her name. Even though it's saying a former assistant, there's no mention of her name. She's just labeled as a former assistant. It's to protect her, you know, because I've seen it, because I watch all this court shit, and it never even bothered me. But that's what they push the line on. I want to be married one day. My kids will see this. That's how they get the judge to allow the Jane Doe shit.
Mm.
And it's mostly in the sex shit. You know what I'm saying? Lamisha says it's for her safety. It's for her safety as well, I guess. If there's some crazed fans that, bitch, I'm gonna kill you for Soulja Boy. I doubt it. I doubt anybody's gonna hurt her for Soulja Boy. But in some instances, it probably could be used for your safety. For most points, it's used to protect your character. Because there might be, because you gotta think, what if I accused someone of raping me 7 years ago in Indiana, and they see this on the news? They can call, find the lawyer, and say, hey, she accused me of rape one time in high school. I got expelled. You know what I'm saying? When her name's hidden, anybody who might know who she is or have some information for Soulja Boy lawyer can't help him out. That's why they fighting for the Jane Doe shit to be lifted. Because you could have got a nigga, because there's a motherfucker who lied about a rape in college, I seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, your character could come into play. But if nobody knows who the fuck you are, there's no way to determine that. America follows the trends. There's a new one that is out here. I see everybody doing, and they're all going boo-boo. They're going boo-boo 10, 12 times a day. They said this is the parasite cleanse, boss. This is supposed to help you remove parasites. It's papaya seeds, so let's take a look.
Kill some parasites. First, you gotta go get you a papaya. Then we're gonna split it from the middle, the long way, right? You see all these seeds in here? We're gonna get we get a teaspoon, get all of these seeds, put them inside of a bowl, put some key lime inside of there along with it, just so it can give it a slight bit taste from that tart taste that it got. Then, you know, it tastes kind of good right here. So now, what I'm going to do is eat some papaya fruit right after to help kill them off even more, then store the rest of the papaya seeds in the fridge. Y'all ready to kill some parasites?
One of the things I keep seeing people say is, ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening. If you're gonna just eat fried chicken and shit every day, this shit isn't gonna work. Boss, what are some of the things people need to know if this is something they're about to try, this or any type of fast or any type of cleanse? You've done a couple cleanses, right?
Yes.
So give them some game, because a lot of people are like, ain't nothing happening. Bitch, you ate chicken today from Popeyes with a biscuit. Yeah. Give them some game.
Cleansing is something. Cleansing is an oil change, people. It's like your car. Your car needs an oil change so many miles that's been driven. So what you should be doing, because I ain't going to tell you what you need to do at all. What you should be doing is when you go into a cleanse, make sure to 7, 10, 14, maybe even 21-day cleanse. So when you're cleansing, you're not eating the same things that you were eating. Parasites leave off of the things that they are used to that has you eating the things that you want. The cravings, the bloating, that's all from parasites. And we all can cleanse them and do some type of cleansing, meaning this. When you cleanse and you're doing a cleaning of what's bad in your stomach or your intestines, you're supposed to now eat clean. While you're doing this cleansing, you're supposed to eat clean, meaning you're not supposed to eat no fried nothing. You're not supposed to eat bad, a lot of sugars. You're not supposed to eat processed food. You're supposed to eat as clean as possible when you're doing a cleansing, right?
Right.
So it's a lot of cleansings that you can use. It's a lot of teas out there. It's a lot of They got the black seed oil. They got the.
Had you heard of this papaya seed shit? This parasite?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I hadn't heard of it till I just seen it on the internet recently.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna say it's bad, but it ain't a great thing because there's other things that you can use and do to do the cleansing. You know what I'm saying?
Misha Gutierrez says, "I take Spoiled Child." What is that? What is that? You've heard of
like
Spoiled
sour
Child?
sop. It's like soursop bitters.
Okay, I've done.
It's another form of,
And I want to get back on the soursop.
and-
I just wasn't eating right, and I definitely can't do the soursop right now without.
I got the perfect cleansing for you guys. It's a tea. Go look up Bobby Price. Bobby Price has a tea, and it's a cleansing tea. It's a 14-day. It's a tummy, and it's a parasite. It cleans out the stomach, and it kills all the parasites in your body. Right? And it's 2 teas, and it's 32 ounces, both of them, that you have to drink for 14 days.
In 14 days. Wait, 32 ounces
every day. 32 ounces every day.
So
for
you
14
drink
days.
64 ounces a day of this shit.
A day of this tea.
What are you allowed to eat while you're drinking this juice?
You have to eat. You're not allowed to eat just anything. You're allowed to eat your vegetables. That's what you want to eat. You want to eat a lot of vegetables. You want to eat your fruits. You want to eat clean.
Do it
But I'm
make
gonna
you
tell
do
you
it? Do it make you do it?
Oh yeah. Oh. You gonna shit your whole intestines out. And it's gonna run out of your body on a regular. And I'm talking about on a regular. It's gonna come out every 15 minutes. You run
Every
into
day
the
and every
bathroom.
Oh yeah, you can't have nothing going. See, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I gotta be somewhere 8 hours a day. Yeah, I can't do
You're gonna be going to the bathroom, and it's gonna be cleansing your body, and you're gonna see, and you're gonna lose a lot of weight because most of us probably got anywhere from 14 to 30 pounds of waste stuck in our intestines, and a lot of people don't know that. You know, that's just stuck in your waist. I mean, that waste is stuck in your intestines that you ain't get out because you haven't cleansed it. You ain't flushed it out of you. So, you know, it's a lot of things out there. People read up on it, find out some things. If you got acne and bad acne, that's probably why you got parasites in your stomach. You know what I mean? You backed up with a lot of waste. So you just got to figure out what fits you and find out what's healthy for you and how to clean yourself. You know, we're supposed to reset ourselves every 3 months. You're supposed to reset the body. You know what I mean? That's what
I'm over the 2-week period of this no meat shit, and it's like I remembered once I got right here. I remembered how it got weird. That first week when we did the fruit diet was like, oh, this ain't that. That second week was like, ooh. We got to try to make shit. Remember we was buying some flour trying to make a peach. Apple turnover. Oh, nigga wanted some different shit so bad. That's kind of where I'm at right now with this no meat shit. But I can have my beans and my rice, so it's been cool. But I'm at the point where, you know what I'm saying? And then the scale be discouraging because I went from 231 to 2. My lowest has been 221. So that was 10 pounds. I'm like, nigga, that's 10 pounds just from not eating. But now some mornings it's 224, 226. If it's fluctuating.
Don't look at the scale. The scale will never tell you if you're winning or losing. The scale only tell you that you're fluctuating. Let me tell you why. You can eat something that'll bloat you and that'll keep you bloated, you know, for more days than normal. You know, you can eat something that you don't know right now that's not really good for your body. We eat shit and we think it's good, but doesn't mean it's really good for your body. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps you bloated. You know, I just found out that I can't eat pineapples. It's too acidic. It's too acidic for me. So every time I eat it, it comes like the juices come back up. So when I went to my doctor, he's like, "You're not supposed to eat this shit."
Did this just start since you've been eating healthier?
No, it's always happened. But I'm still eating shit. It don't matter, like, and just keep eating it, right? I can't eat it. You know what I'm saying? I can't. But it's things like that it'll keep your body fit. Never pay attention. And listen to me, people. Don't pay attention to the weight. Here's how you know if you're doing good or bad. Pay attention to your pant size.
Absolutely.
Your pant size will always tell you if you're good or if you're bad. Trust me. Your pant size is always going to tell you. It don't matter about your weight. Your weight can fluctuate, but your waist is always going to tell you the truth. That's all you have to worry.
DK, I know you're supposed to weigh once a week. I get up and get on that motherfucker every morning. I get on that scale every morning. And every night. You know.
Yeah, don't even worry about the size. Don't worry about the weight. The weight ain't where we at. We're trying to get we're trying to remember.
I need 10.
Remember, you got water weight. You got water weight.
Yeah.
You can go to sleep. And that weight will come right up off you. You got food weight. That will take some time to come up off you. You got inner fat that's already sitting on you. You ain't cutting to that at all yet.
Without exercise. So that's what I didn't do. I ain't been exercising either.
So don't worry.
Last 30 days, because I was going 30 days. I was going just April. I'm going a month and a half. So I'm right at the 30-day mark. So the last 30 days, I got to put some exercise with this shit. Because I got a certain goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And it ain't.
God
again,
damn.
I tell people. What?
She said I was 220, now I'm 139. You almost lost 100 pounds. Lamisha Gutierrez.
That's good. I was 248 at my biggest. 248. Little old me was 248. I got down to my smallest was 173. Was like my smallest that I've ever, and that's I'm never getting that skinny again. I look like I was on some kind of
goddamn Ashley.
I'm never doing. You know what I mean?
What we doing, boss? Ashley just dropped the bomb in this motherfucker.
What happened?
Ashley with 5,000 stars.
Oh shit, we ain't dancing so fucking long.
Shout out Ashley with the 5,000 stars. Damn. We definitely appreciate the love. We haven't been dancing. I'm not eating meat. I'm kind of weak right now. I owe you one, Ashley. We definitely love you.
Yeah, we owe you one because we ain't been dancing, Ashley.
We owe you a dance. We ain't been dancing now. We definitely appreciate the love. Not that you even throwing stars for us to shake smash and shit. You know what I mean? You just showing love. We definitely appreciate you showing that love. Ashley Hopkins with the 5,000 stars. Look, Kimmy Kim ass.
Kiana, this is. That's why I said I wasn't seeing anything. I see it now. Kiana, I'm going to say this to you. You said that your pant size is still the same from 10 years ago. You don't carry weight. You don't carry weight. I mean, it's like weight don't stay on you like a lot of other people. That's why your pant size is still the same. You can look and say, well, my ass got a little bigger, or my titties got a little bigger. It's where your weight carries at for you. It won't affect you. But a lot of people,
this motherfucker do not be wanting to move.
Right.
That's why I got to do some exercise for that motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about the weight, the scale, because you're going to have to worry about pant size. Because once your pant size, you start cutting, your waist on your pant size, it'll start. You'll start getting right now. If you can barely get one finger in that motherfucker.
No, it's a little better. That 10 pounds, it's a little better. It's this gut though. Mine been sitting right here in the stomach. I gotta bust some moves.
That's most of it. No, that ain't it though.
What?
You feed it garbage, meaning you got to stop feeding. You got to give up some other stuff that you're eating.
I've been eating pretty well. I've been eating pretty well the whole time though. I've been eating pretty well. I got to do some exercise though. This motherfucker ain't finna move without no exercise.
Processed cheese, got to stay away from that. Processed food, got to stay away from that. That's what keep our gut the way it is, bro. I know. I know my problem, and I tell everybody, It's chocolate chip cookies. I know my problem. I don't have a fuck. I know how to get in the gym and
salads and protein shakes. You got a box of cookies in that motherfucker.
Chocolate chip cookies for me.
Yeah, see, I don't have a sweet problem. I've been eating pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating really
but
good.
What are you eating? That's what I'm saying. You can be eating
a lot
great.
Of vegetables, just a lot of vegetables, rice and beans.
What vegetables? Do you know
Brussels
that
sprouts,
too much greens? Too many greens will have your glucose high. Too much
I don't
greens.
think that's what's keeping this motherfucker here. This motherfucker needs some exercise, is what they need. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen. It's a lot of people that you can lose their stomach without exercise.
I mean, I might, not in the period of time I want to. You know what I'm saying? I know, right. I know how my shit. I know how my shit usually go and flow. It needs some work. You know what I'm saying? But I've been eating a lot of motherfucking Brussels sprouts. I found a love for Brussels sprouts that I never knew I had. Blackberries is like my new go-to fruit. I fucking love blackberries. A lot of blackberries, a lot of Brussels sprouts. That mix with just the kale, cabbage, carrots and shit. A lot of that with a little, I found these Asian noodles from the real fucking Asian thing. I make a little thing with that, with the vegetables. That's my shit. Not too much rice, even though rice was my weaknesses, one of my weaknesses. So I had mostly just beans and rice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, beans and rice.
Rice ain't bad.
Yeah. But not too much on the white rice shit. It's like a Mexican rice or, you know what I'm saying? Baked potato.
Rice period ain't bad. That's the myth we believe that rice is going to start this, start that. Look at the Asians. All they do is eat rice. How many fat Asians do you see? You don't see a lot of fat Asians.
Pineapple fried rice, though.
You know what I mean?
Fire.
They eat rice. You can eat rice too, right? A lot of it. It's just you can't be starch heavy, meaning I can't eat rice, potatoes, and bread.
Right. And I mostly eat a lot of fruit all day though, throughout my days.
That's what it is.
And then I realized like how much I was just eating for nothing. That shit is crazy. Niggas just be eating for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But enough of this health shit. Secret Mean Podcast on a Thursday. Let's take a look at this right here, boss. Would you swim in this pool? It's the first of its kind.
Sky Pool, doesn't it look amazing? It's near the US Embassy in Nine Elms, just south of the River Thames, and it's believed to be the world's first transparent pool built between two skyscrapers. So I think you'd need to have a head for heights, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want to be swimming along there and looking down to the ground below, but it looks really spectacular, the water there glistening in the sunshine. Swimmers able there to enjoy views of Parliament and the London Eye while they swim their lengths of the 25-metre pool. One catch, though, is you have to be a resident to use it. The Sky...
What? Would you swim in it?
Keep that.
You're not fucking with that?
They can keep that.
I don't think I could do it either. I don't think I could.
I think you'd need to have a head for heights, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want to be swimming along there and looking down to the ground below, but it looks really spectacular, the water there glistening in the sunshine. Swimmers
and look at the bridge over there. I didn't even notice the walkway
and the London Eye while they
you see the
swim
walkway
their
on the
lengths
other
of the
side.
25-metre pool. One catch, though, is you have to be a resident to use it.
Yeah, I don't
the
think
Sky Pool, doesn't it look amazing?
Would fuck with that? Let me know if y'all will fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Kobe Bryant's accuser is Caitlin Christine.
Okay. You found her?
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all got to go back to the drawing board. That wasn't the Jane Doe.
Yeah.
All right, and then this here. This might be one of the coldest criminal niggas I've ever seen. Let's take a look.
Now watch as the suspect walks up to the window at a Cash for Gold store. He shows employees a bag of jewelry. Once they determine the jewelry is real gold, they offer the man $20,000. The suspect asks for more money. The employee says no, and the man takes back his jewelry. He starts to leave, but then turns around.
He then says, well, will you do 21, which was more reasonable? And I told him, yes, we could do that. And that's when he hands us back the fraudulent bag of jewelry that he switched out and walked out the door with our $21,000 cash.
Yep, somehow he switched bags, and inside the new bag, counterfeit jewelry. Totally worthless. The suspect got away with the $21,000 in cash and the real bag of jewels. Now watching the suspect.
Hello, motherfucker.
That was cold. A $20,000
He had to be
lick.
Nigerian.
I thought it was just a regular West Side nigga.
And the man takes back
To
his
have that
jewelry.
amount of money in
He starts
gold.
to leave, but then
He
turns
had to be
around.
Nigerian, man.
He
That
then
motherfucker.
says, well, will you do 21, which was more.
To have that much gold.
Yeah, just to have $21,000 worth of gold. It's a lot of fucking gold.
And they was finna run him. They was finna run him now.
Mm-hmm.
If they was gonna give him 20, he probably had 31, 30, you know what
Maybe
I'm saying?
40.
28.
They always want to give you half of what
they
you
was,
shit
yeah,
worth.
they was finna run him in. He like, give me one more thousand. Give me, got that.
21.
Got all my gold
Give me
back.
21 and I give it back.
I just got an appraisal. I know my shit real. And the money. Out of there.
Stuck they ass. Put you on camera, buddy.
Out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Your face is on camera, buddy.
Out of there. Secret Menu Podcast on a Thursday. Tap in with me April 26th. I'm sitting down with Sam from FTK, man, to talk about some of the shit that he's created, done for Kanye West, Fresno Grizzlies. One of the probably only independent shoe stores I've seen with those type of contracts. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about a bunch of shit, though, on April 26th. Tap in. Boss, it's Thursday, which means we right back tomorrow night for the sneaky link. Give us some game to get through this evening and through our Friday afternoon.
We're living in a new world. Well, we're living in the same world with new people that don't understand a lot of things that you may understand. Sometimes you got to be patient with people, and sometimes you just got to be far away from people. These new people are doing things that us older people know that we shouldn't be doing. We'll find ourselves indulging in things with these younger people or newer people that we know we shouldn't. We shouldn't be indulged. It's okay to mix and mingle, but understand who you mixing and mingling with. Some of y'all gonna find yourself in some problems because you want to be a part of what's going on instead of looking at what's going on from afar. You don't have to be directly in the mix to see what's going on. Sit back. Watch it. Somebody gonna tell you about it. Get an earful of it and move on. Don't involve yourself in shit that's going to get yourself into some problems because you want to be a part of what was going on or you want to see what was going on. I say that to say this. There's cameras everywhere. Somebody telling on somebody. People watching everything you do. You don't need to move in a reckless manner or move in manners or be around people moving in a manner that will have you in places and in situations you shouldn't be. Be more aware. Be more sound of what's going on in your life that you don't have to worry about the shit that's going on outside. And y'all have a beautiful day. See y'all tomorrow.
Real spill. Real spill, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Shout out Kimmy Kim, D Green, DK, Lamisha, Kimberly Williams, Kiana, Q Ball, Ashley Hopkins for sure. coming through the door, always showing love with the big 5,000 stars. I think
You
Mike
need to holler at her too.
What's good?
You need to holler at her. Tell her, Ashley, if you're still watching, we need to holler at you.
Okay, we need to holler at you.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Mike Larry came through with 200 stars. Shout out. Y'all already know how we do it. Friday night, it's the sneaky link. Pull up. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. Y'all know how we do every Friday night.
Line it up.
YouTube only. Diego Red is saying peace.
Money Boss is saying peace.
And we out.